Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Okay, what we have discussed in the last class?
So we did
Sir, I have
numericals
a
of
doubt.
dimensional equation and
I
formula.
given one homework, right?
Yes, sir.
Did you solve that? Did you get answer?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What is the answer you got?
We got the answer, sir, but I have a doubt.
Who is that? Who is
Sir,
that?
like, I have.
Prashant.
Yes, so, sir. Yes,
Tell
sir.
me. Tell me.
Yes, sir. I have a doubt.
Yes.
Like, here, the constant we are taking as k, like, you're taking t is equal to k, like, k, l to the power x, m to the power y, g to the power z. But here, we can't take k as 1, no, sir. Like, how to find out that?
See, what you got?
Because
Yeah.
time period is equal
Tell me that.
to
T equal to how much you got? L how much?
k root. L is half, sir, power, to the power half.
Okay.
G is to the power minus half, like minus 1/2.
T.
Like G, sir,
G.
gravitation.
Capital G, small g.
Small g, sir.
Small g how much? Minus 1/2. Huh?
Yes, sir.
So, and you are asking about k, right?
Yes,
So
sir.
T is equal to, if leave like that, k leave like that. If they have given any value, we will keep in that. Otherwise, we have to place like that.
Just
That's
leave.
all. Yes, just leave. When they
Okay,
are
sir.
giving problem, if they give value of any value, we can substitute that. Otherwise, no need. But one relation you got, time period is equal to root over L by G. Okay, nice. Everyone, did you get the same answer?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
One more question, okay? It is also homework. Just solve this. After now we are going to start errors. If E, M, J and G.
Sir, that's a homework sum.
Yes. Energy, mass, angular momentum, angular momentum, and universal gravitational constant.
So I said J or I?
It is J. Constant are taken as a fundamental quantities. Fundamental quantities. Then the dimensional formula of mass is dimensional formula of mass is, wait, taken as constant the quantity which, wait ma, constant the quantity which has the same dimension same dimensions as the dimensions of ej square by m power 5 g square. This question they asked in MSET actually last year, 2013. They have asked. If
So that's G square, right?
yes, capital G square and j square it is, and m power 5 e. Here E is the energy, m is the mass, j is angular momentum, and g is universal gravitational constant. I think you know every dimensional formula. Do you know what is the dimensional for energy? Energy dimensional formula, if you want to write, first you should know the formula. Work is nothing but energy, right?
Yes.
Work
Yes,
formula, if you
sir.
know, work units you will derive. Basing on the units, we can write the dimensional formula. And mass, do you know mass dimensional formula? No,
Yes, sir.
right?
It is
Yes,
M.
sir.
Angular momentum dimensional formula?
Yes, sir.
Know about
Yes.
angular momentum.
Just momentum is nothing but mv, right?
Yes, sir.
Angular momentum mvr. MVR. How we got this, I will tell you, because in the upcoming classes, we will learn everything. Here angular momentum J equal to MVR. R times linear momentum is nothing but angular momentum. It is linear momentum. P, how many times? R times. That is called angular momentum. Okay. R is nothing
Yes, sir.
but radius. When a particle is moving in the circular path, it having momentum, that is called angular momentum. Why? Because it moves in the circular path, right? So it having angular momentum, not linear momentum. So angular momentum is equal to R times linear momentum. Keep in mind. So substitute the formulas. You will get the one dimensional formula. That dimensional formula is same dimensions of as a dimensions of this. Use this, you will get the one dimensional formula. That is belongs to which one has the same dimensions. Can I?
Yes, sir.
Solve that, and how much you are getting, let me know. Okay, if you don't understand, tell me. Just we have to substitute the dimensional formulas. You will get one dimensional formula. That is answer. Now see once today's topic, error. What is error? Okay, so whenever we are measuring something, what will happen? Some uncertainty will be there. That uncertainty is nothing but error. Means error formula, we can say error equal to true value minus observed or measured. True value minus observed value or measured value. True value minus measured value. That is nothing but error. True value minus observed value. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Did you solve last sum whatever I given, or will you solve later?
Sir, it's a homework question, right?
Yes,
So,
homework, but actually very easy. I thought that somebody will do and they will say answer immediately.
Dimensionless.
Aryan?
So is it dimensionless?
Yes, dimensionless. That is, you will get
Okay.
M0, L0. Okay.
So M0, T0.
So dimensionless it is, correct. Everything will become 0, 0, 0. Okay. Error is nothing but true value minus measured value. Okay, now tell me, Nagbhushan.
so does it mean that dimensionless value can be written in as a form, a derived formula where it results to a dimensionless quantity.
I didn't understand.
Sir, so we can derive
We can
a
derive.
quantity which is dimensionless.
Yes, we can derive. Now you derive dimensionless, right? Then there is no quantity only first. No quantity there. But dimensionless quantities are there that we know, numbers. Now how much you got? You got m0, m power 0, nothing but 1, l power 0, 1, t power 0, 1. So you got 1. 1 is dimensionless quantity, right? So we can derive.
Yes.
Yeah, correct. Next side heading, accuracy. Actually, error I said, first we should know accuracy. Do you know what is accuracy? Suppose, listen carefully, okay? From here our topic starts. Error nothing but uncertainty. Whenever we are measuring, definitely some mistake will be there. That mistake is nothing but error. There is no any more than that, okay? True value minus measured value, that is enough. Accuracy. What is accuracy means? Suppose if I ask you, measure the length of this marker. So what will happen? You will get one numerical value, right? Something 9 or something, one numerical value you will get. Clear?
Yes, sir.
That
Yes.
numerical value, which is depending on two factors. One is on which instrument, with what instrument you are using to measure that. Which instrument you are using to measure that. Second one, what is the method of measurement? What is the method of measurement? Which instrument you are using? What is the method? Basing on that, this number will be there. If I use scale, I will get one value, correct value or something value I will get. And screw gauge. Screw gauge is the, see, scale, what is the least count on scale? Least count is nothing but
1 millimeter.
that is the smallest value we can measure with that instrument. Okay, 1 millimeter. If you take vernier calipers, okay, one of the instrument is there, that you will get 0.1 millimeter you will get. Screw gauge, if you take 0.01, means that much accuracy instruments also are there. So with what instrument you are measuring and how you are measuring, basing on that numerical value will be there, right? Are you understanding?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now accuracy refers that how closely we are getting a value to the true value. That is nothing but accuracy. Suppose if it is 9, I am getting 8.9. 8.9 I got. That means how closely we are getting a value to the true value. Understand clearly?
Yes, sir.
What is
Yes.
accuracy? Accuracy refers to how
How-
closely measured value agrees with the true value. How closely a measured value agrees with the true value. That is called accuracy. Suppose if I measured, when I measured, I got 8.7. Which is more accuracy?
8.9.
8.9 is more accuracy because how closely a measured value agrees with the true value. That is nothing but accuracy. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So can you repeat the definition of accuracy?
Yes, right definition. Accuracy refers to how closely a measured value agrees with the true value. Accuracy is nothing but, did you understand now?
Yes, sir.
What is accuracy? Accuracy refers to
How closely a measured value
a
agrees.
measured value, how closely a measured value agrees with the true value. That is nothing but accuracy. So when we are doing, let's see, 8.9, 8.97, 8, 8.99. Which is more accuracy?
8.99.
Is it having more accuracy because it is very close to true value. So like that we can find which one has more accuracy. Okay. Next one. Precision. Precision. Right definition. Precision. Precision refers to closeliness. Precision refers to closeliness between the different values of same quantity. Let's say I will tell you. Precision refers to the closeliness between the two measured values. Suppose 8 is the exact value. Now I am measuring. When I am measuring, one is I got a 7.8. One I got 7.9. One more I got 7.6. Okay. And it is person A. One of the person, when he is measuring one of the one of length, when he is measuring, first time he got 7.8, second observation he got 7.9, third observation he got 7.6. Second person, when second person is observing 7.81, 7.82, 7.83. When third person is observing 8, 8, 8. Okay. Like that, three persons, when they are observing, they got different values. Now, let's see. What is the precision? Precision is nothing but the closeliness between the two measured values. Now, where will you get the precision?
So B.
In B, you will get the precision. Why? Because first time when he is observing 7.81, immediately when he is observing 7.82, so the closeliness between these two is 0.1. And once again, when he is observing 0.83, like 7.83, again closeliness, the difference is 0.1. So there is a closeliness between the two points. That is nothing but precision. Where will you get both accuracy and precision?
B.
B. C.
C,
C.
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 C,
Both,
sir.
you will get both. Here accuracy is there, precision is there. Here precision is there. Here what is there?
Accuracy.
Like 7.9. So little bit accuracy is there, but no precision, nothing.
Ah.
Okay,
So
precision. Tell
I
me, ma.
have a doubt.
Yeah.
If there are two values given, 7.9 and 8.1, and the true value is 8, then which one will be taken as more accurate and which one will be more
See,
precise?
here there is a accuracy 7.89. You got it is having more accuracy, but actually they won't give like this. So when they are giving 7.8, 7.81, sorry, 8.6 something, they will give like this. Okay, when they are giving like this, then more accuracy is more precision is here, more accuracy is here, and here there is a difference, lot of difference between the two values. You can
Sir.
find now.
Yes, sir, I got that. But
Ah.
what I mean is, for example, here you have taken true value as 8.
Yes.
And there are two measured values, that is 7.9 and 8.1. So between 7.9 and 8.1, which one will be taken as more accurate?
Accuracy only one value. If you consider, it will be the accuracy. But if we take average,
Her doubt is that
I understood.
Yeah.
See, I am telling that
So,
when we are doing so many observations, what we will do with this, now one observation, second, third, we have to convert into average. We have to take this average. Once if you take this average and this average, you can find which one is having more accuracy. When you are seeing the precision, see that the distance between the two, the difference between the two measured values should be very less. That is precision. When you are seeing accuracy, see that. Just average you have to do. When you get any confusion, do average for this value, average for this value. So which one will get more accuracy, you can find.
Sir, for the question which he asked, if we take the average, it's coming 8. Even 7.9 is closer to 8, and even 8.1 is closer to 8. No, then.
Tell me how much it is?
Sir, she gave a different example. Like, what if the two values are 7.9 and 8.1?
7.9,
And 8.1.
8.1.
Which
For the
is
true
more
value of
accurate?
8.
Which one is
Yeah.
more accurate?
Yeah. So here, if you take
Here,
average,
here
you will
difference
get
is
8.
0.1 only.
So both of them are
Both are them
accurate
accuracy. There is accuracy.
and precision.
And
Sir,
Nagbhushan, tell me.
sir, in my sense, sir, if we are trying to take some like some screw for fitting it
You
into
should not cross more. Right? You should not cross.
yes, sir. So it should be little less. only.
7.9 is better.
7.9. Yes, sir. 7.9 is better.
7.9 mostly how to refer to 7.9 only. Okay. Because it is closed
Okay,
value.
sir.
We should not cross actually.
So, and which value would be more precise over here?
Precision. If you want to see, you have to observe between the two values. Now here see 7.8 to 7.86. What is the difference between these two? 0.6, right?
0.06.
0.06.
What is the
0.06.
difference between these two again? Lot of difference is there, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Here,
Point
what is the
2.
difference between these two?
Very less.
0.1, right? So again, what is the difference between these two? 0.1, right?
Same.
So there is a precision here. But here, precision and accuracy is here. Here only precision is there. Here no precision, no accuracy. We can say
Okay.
like that.
So doesn't precision depend on the number of decimal places there?
Precision depending on the number. It will depend only on the what is the closeliness between the two observations.
Sir,
So is there any precision between whole numbers like 7 or 8?
7.
7 and 8.
See 7 and 8, right? 7 when what you are going to measure. Suppose you should measure something like 9 centimeters if you want to measure. When you are getting 7 and 8, there is no one more person they will observe. They will give 7.1 and 7.2. So which one has more precision means we have to see only this. Why? Because when he is measuring, he is getting the two closed values. That is nothing but precision. Precision you have to see only. Precision does not, there is no relation with accuracy. Precision is different. Precision is telling that how closely you are getting the two measured values. That is only precision.
sir, if we take, so therefore accuracy is between the true value and the measured value.
Yes.
But precision is between two measured values.
Wait. Accuracy means what?
The closeness between true
Yes. Two
value and measured value.
closeness between the true value.
Yes,
How
sir.
closely you can measure a value. Okay, that is accuracy. Precision is nothing but
Only between the two measured
observations. Only between the two observations, how much? Okay, between the two observations, what is the closeliness? Here see 7.8, 7.86, 0.6 different. 7.81, 7.82. So only 0.1. Here precision. Remember like that.
Sir, in C, the difference is 0. So why can't we call that as precise? I mean, that's more.
Is it?
The difference is 0, right?
Yes, actually, here it having precision and it having accuracy. So we no need to consider this. I am telling that here both available.
Okay.
Like accuracy is there, precision is there. But if you want to observe clearly, if you want to understand clearly what is precision, then you have to see this one.
Okay.
Because here it is showing that when you measure two values, the difference is very less. So it having more precision.
So out of the all three, C is accurate and precise, but
Yes.
but D is only precise.
Yes, like that.
Sir,
Sir, so C option is also correct, right? If we choose for
Option C is correct.
precision.
sir,
Sir, for precision, if we select option C is also correct, no, sir?
Yes, option C is correct. Here precision and accuracy is there. Here only precision is there. No precision, no accuracy.
sir,
Ah,
we are given a random object whose length is not determined.
okay.
Use more precision instead of accuracy, no, sir, because we won't be given the value. So more precise the values we find, the closer the accuracy is.
No. Accuracy is different. Precision only just when you are measuring, when you are taking the observations, how closely you are getting that observation. That is only precision. Precision cannot give the accuracy. Accuracy is nothing but how closely you are getting. That is what accuracy. There is no any relation between precision and accuracy. If there is a precision, there is a accuracy. It's wrong. It cannot be like that. Okay. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Clear, right?
Yes, sir.
Or any doubt? Tell me.
No, sir, no doubt.
No doubt, right? Yeah, here I am telling that precision is entirely different. Precision is nothing but when you are measuring, if you get the observed value, the closeness between the two values is nothing but that is precision. Accuracy is nothing but what is the closeness between the observed value and true value. That is accuracy. Here difference.
Sir, I have a doubt.
Tell me, ma.
What if it was 7.8, 7.80, 7.800? Here, which is more precise?
7.8,
7.80,
7.80,
7.800.
7.800. Hey, after
All
this
will be same, no?
value is same, right? Now 7.80, 7. Value is same.
So it will be same only.
Same.
Sir, but once
So the decimal places don't make a difference in precision and accuracy, no?
It won't make. We can write it's accuracy. It is nearly equal to 8. 0 only, right? Suppose 7.8112. Now, what is the difference here? 0.
0.01.
Here 0.11.
012.
Yeah, 1.
Yes.
1.8.
Right. So then there is no precision.
Okay.
There is no precision that time. Like that we have to see. Okay, na?
Yeah. So we learned something about significant figures. So
Yeah, we will learn. We will learn. Okay.
that's why I asked.
Yeah. Okay, na? Error. Did you understand what is error? Error is nothing but some uncertainty. So we can write formula true value minus measured value. That is nothing but error. Okay. Types of errors. After errors, we will learn about the significant figures.
Sir, sir, so whatever device we use also, those also have errors, no, sir?
Definitely. We will discuss that. Okay. Systematic errors, random errors. Look at this. Do you have idea what is the systematic errors? Systematic errors, nothing but errors. Okay. Tell me, Aryan.
It can be prevented.
We can find there is a cause. Systematic errors, there is a cause to occur. There is a cause. We know the cause. So we know cause. Cause we know. So when we know cause, can you rectify that?
Yes, sir.
So these errors we can remove, right? Because we know the cause. If we know cause, we know how to remove that. Right?
Yes, sir.
Random errors. Cause unknown. Cause unknown. So can you remove this? If you don't know cause, why it is occurring,
No, sir.
so we can't remove. We can't remove. But we can reduce. We can reduce. How? How is nothing but by taking the number of observations and we have to make it mean value. How many observations you will take? That by mean. That means you have to take it mean. Take number of observations and take their mean. So due to that, by taking number of observations, we can reduce the random errors. Okay, let's see. So random error is inversely proportional to n. What does it mean? Number of observations when you are taking, we can reduce the random error. Clear? Hello?
Sir, could
Yes.
you repeat what is n over here?
N is nothing but number of observations. See, what is the random errors? Did you understand? There is no cause.
Yeah.
Cause is unknown. So when we don't know how it is occurring, so we can't remove that. But we can reduce. How can you reduce? By taking number of observations. We have to take
Okay.
number of observations and we have to take mean. That's all. So we can reduce
Okay.
this error. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Next, systematic errors. Personal errors. Why personal errors will occur? Personal errors nothing but
Bias.
Generally our mistake.
Sir,
yes,
Human
that is
like-
our mistake,
errors.
right? So that is
Yes,
nothing but
sir.
personal errors. Care, without care, if you take any observations, definitely there will be error. So due to that, it will up. Okay, next one. Instrumental errors. That means
There's a
Uh,
defect in the instrument.
there is a something faulty
defect in
design.
the instrument.
Yeah, faulty design in of the instrument. Okay, so due to that, errors will occur. That is instrumental error. Next one is natural errors. What is natural errors? Suppose when climate changes, so boiling point of water is, we know, 100 degrees centigrade. But when you change the pressure or when you change the volume, what will happen? Boiling point will
Errors
change or
might
not,
be caused.
right? So caused by the environmental change. That time, if any error occurs, that is natural errors. Clear about errors
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
or any doubt?
No doubt,
So
sir.
can you just explain random errors like the last point? How can we reduce it again? Can we write it down, sir, in
Let's see.
detail?
How to reduce that? First, suppose I am taking observation, that is observation 1 and observation 2, observation 3. So many observations I am taking. Suppose I have taken 5 observations by 5. That means it is nothing but mean. So due to this, when we are taking more observations, we have to take mean. Then we can reduce the random error. That is the meaning.
We can just reduce it, no, sir. We cannot like completely remove
No,
it.
no, completely we can't, because we don't know the cause. So completely we cannot remove, just we can reduce. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Write that points. Tell me, what is systematic errors?
Errors which are caused due to the defect in the instrument.
Those defects which can be corrected.
Corrected and can be removed. Sorry,
We
sir.
can be removed. Okay. And how many types of systematic errors are there?
3.
One
Three
is
types.
personal errors. Second one is
Personal,
instrumental errors. Next one, natural errors.
Natural.
Random errors, only one. That is cause we don't know. We can't remove, but we can reduce by taking number of observations. This point is very important to solve the sum. Okay. One sum I will give you, but you have to solve that. But you should remember this concept. What is the relation between number of observations and random error? When we are taking the number of observations more, we can reduce the random error. Keep in mind that.
Sir, I
Huh.
have a doubt from accuracy precision. For
Hmm.
example, if we are measuring the ampere
Oh.
of the electric circuit,
Okay.
and if we, for example, if the true value is 7,
Okay.
and we have measured, there are 3 values. One is like 6.9, then it is 6.92 and 6.8.
One is
So 6.9,
6.9,
6.92
6.92,
and 6.8
6.8,
and 7.1.
7.1.
So here, which one is accurate and which one is
See,
precise?
let's see. It is only one person he observed that these values, only one person he observed. We have to check one more person also what he observed.
So, but this
Now,
person
see,
itself got 4 observations. So, isn't it enough?
second person, if he get, then you can understand which person has more accuracy, more precision, and everything. Suppose I am measuring, I got 7.0, 7.0, and 7.0, 7.0. Then,
Or, sir, if all the 4 values
okay,
are measured by 4 different people, then
how? Oh, for only one value, basing on one value, we can't say. So that time you can say only about accuracy. We can't say about precision. We can't compare that precision
Okay.
with one more person. Here accuracy value is, sorry, 6.92 for 7. Precision you can't speak. You can't speak about precision here, because that you have taken one more observation. If you take one more person, if he observe that, then you can clearly understand which one has more precision.
Excuse me, sir.
okay.
Tell
So,
me.
at our school, they told us that if a value has more decimal places, then it's more precise.
Yes, sir. That's why I asked the
same
doubt.
thing in our school also they told.
See, precision, it tells that, see, one more thing, one more definition also is there. At what limit you can measure a value, that is also precision. That's why they told more number of points are there, then more precision. Maybe that.
Yes, sir. So shouldn't 6.92 be the most precise?
More precise. But when we are seeing for 2 persons, easily we can say that which one has more precision, which one has more accuracy actually. Otherwise, one more definition you can say that at what limit you can measure a value, that is nothing but a precise. So we can say like that also, correct?
So if we if we say that 6.92 is more precise, then we can also say that it is more accurate, right?
Yes,
because
more
that
accurate,
has
more precise. Yeah,
so
we can say.
6.92 is both accurate and precise.
Only when one person, 4 persons, they have taken 4 observations, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in the second one, so you have written 7.0 and 7.0. In one of them, if we write 7.1, then what would it be?
7.1 also no problem. It is there is no. See once, what is the difference? 0, 0, only 0.1.
Yes.
Okay, no problem.
Okay.
0.1 is not that much difference, right?
Sir,
We can say.
sir, out of the 2 which was given on the board, which would be more precise?
More precise.
Yeah.
More precise is 7.0, 7.0, 7.1. More precise.
But the difference between the measured quantity was lesser in the first one, no?
Yeah, we can say 2 definitions. According to 2 definitions, first definition what I given, that the difference between the 2 measured values is very less than it having more precise. Okay.
Yeah.
And one more is like more decimal point, whatever you told, means how far we can measure a value. So second one is more precise and more accuracy, because 7.0 is exact, right? So we can give 7.0 only. Out of 7 centimeters I have to measure, I got 7. So that is more precise and more accuracy. Okay, na?
Sir, so if we had to compare only precision between 7.0 and 6.92, 6.92 would be more precise.
Because more decimal point.
Yes.
7.0.
So if we compare 7.0 and 6.92, and we are only talking about precision.
Only
so
talking about precision, then
6.92 is more precise.
when we are talking about
7
only
is
precision.
the exact value, right?
Yeah, accuracy. More
So
accuracy.
then 7 should be precise, right? Because the person has got the exact value.
No, precision is telling that the closeliness, how closely you can measure a value, right? Like
Yeah, so if we
at what limit?
compare 7 with 6.92 and 7 with 7 itself, then 7 is more precise, right?
Here 7, that is exact value, right?
Yeah,
That is true value, right?
yeah,
So we are seeing precise, right? Precise is nothing but
yeah.
the limit, up to at what limit we can measure. So 7.92 is the more 6.92 is the more precise value. We can say like that. That is only correct.
Okay,
7
so it
is,
depends on the decimal places also.
yes, decimal places. It will depend on the decimal places only. How to express error? How to express error? So random error, what is the formula? Random error is nothing but mean, that is equal to x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus x4 plus x5 and so on if you want. Otherwise 5. That is nothing but x mean, right?
Yes.
Next one, x mean we can write like x mean or x bar. We can write like this. Second step, see, it is the first step. Take like mean. Second step, I'm going to do delta x. Delta x is nothing but x1 minus x2 minus x1. 1 minute. Xi minus x bar. What is xi? Here xi is the measured value. Measured value it is. And x bar is
True.
Mean value.
okay, na?
Sorry, mean
And
value.
one, it is delta x1. Delta x2 like x1. Delta x2 when you are measuring x2 minus
Mean value.
So what I'm saying, suppose when we are measuring 1.2, 1.4, 1.6, 1.8, we got something like that, okay? And 1.7, something we got like that. Now it is the mean value. Mean value means what you have to do? 1.2 plus 1.4 plus 1.6 plus 1.78 plus 1.7 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You will get 5. So you will get a mean value. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
So once if you get the mean value, I am calculating delta x, delta x1. Delta x1 is nothing but 1.2 minus mean value. Delta
Sir,
x2 is nothing but, it is nothing but absolute error. It is nothing but
Sir?
absolute error. Tell me, ma.
Sir, what if the value of delta x, either of the values are negative, like delta x1 is
See,
negative.
absolute error can be negative or positive, no problem.
Okay, so we don't take its absolute value, right?
Yes, either positive or negative we can write, but we have to take only positive values. Okay, let's see. Next, delta x3 you will get x3 minus x bar. Delta x4 you will get x4 minus x bar. Delta x5 you will get x5 minus x bar, right? It is absolute error. Second step. Are you understanding what I'm doing here?
Yes, sir.
Now,
Yes, sir.
mean absolute, it is second one. Third one, see. Third one is mean absolute error. Mean absolute error is nothing but delta x bar equal to delta x1 plus delta x2 plus delta x3 plus delta x4 plus delta x5 by 5. That is mean absolute error. Did you understand third step? Ananya,
Yes, sir.
did you understand the third step?
Yes, sir.
Next, see fourth step. Fourth step I am doing delta x bar by x bar. What does it mean? What is delta x bar?
I have a doubt, sir. I have a doubt.
Tell me.
Sir, mean absolute value, absolute error. If we try to simplify, we get x bar minus x bar by 5, no, sir.
1 minute. Delta x equal to how much? How will you get?
Yes, sir. If we try to separate these and if we write delta x1 as x1 minus mean x, later if we write, sir, then it will simplify to bar x. No, I'm saying in mean absolute error formula, sir. There delta x1, x2, x3, etc. is there, right? So if I open that in terms of these formulas, then final value will be delta x minus delta x by n observations, no, sir?
Yes, actually, absolute error you will measure here, right? Suppose find out this mean. I will tell you, find out this mean. How much will you get?
7.7 divided by 5.
7.7 divided by 5. How much will you get? 1 point. See that? How much will you get? I will tell you.
1.54.
1.54. Now, delta x1 calculate. Delta x1 is nothing but 1.2 minus 1.54. How much will you get? 0 minus
0.34.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Minus no need to do. Just we have to add. When we are solving the mean absolute error, minus we no need to consider. We have to add. So we will get the mean absolute error.
So we always have to take magnitude.
Yes, we should take magnitude only. We have to take only magnitude. These are also magnitudes only. Take only magnitude. Now fourth step. Fourth step is delta x bar by x bar. What is delta x bar here?
Mean absolute.
What is x bar?
Mean
value, right?
Yes,
so it is called relative error.
So there also we have to take only magnitude, right?
There also we have to take only magnitude. Relative error are also called fractional error. Fractional error.
And so when in the second step where we are finding delta x, there also we have to take the
magnitude.
Mean. Okay, only magnitude.
Magnitude. Only we have to consider magnitudes. Fifth step, delta x bar by x bar into 100. If you take, that is percentage error. That is nothing but percentage error. Relative error into 100 is, it gives the percentage error. Prajwal, I can't hear you. Bhargav, I can't hear you.
Sir.
Bhargav, tell me.
Sir, what's the fourth one? I can't see the right side part of the board.
Relative error or fractional error. Relative error or fractional error.
So that part of the board can't be actually seen.
Okay. I don't write that. Now, did you write everything, or I have to say?
Yes, I know. No need.
Sir, we have so many types of errors, no, sir. So
yes.
what we should use while you are measuring it?
See, when we are measuring it, suppose that basing on the types. See, if you want absolute error, we will find out like this. If you want mean absolute error, we have to use this. If you want a relative error, we have to use that. If you want percentage error, we have to use it. They will ask you, right, what you have to calculate. That time, which one they are asking, that formula we will use.
Sir,
that's all.
I'm saying practically,
Practically,
We should show it with the error, right?
yes.
Show by what is it, plus times error, minus times error, because there's some errors are with mod, right? So plus minus error.
See, I will tell you. See, when we are measuring with the instruments, there will be a plus and there will be a minus, right? Sometimes we can measure more and correction will be negative that time. When we are getting less value, correction will be positive.
Positive, yes. Sir.
That is depending on the instrument. That is instrumental errors.
Sir, so the instrumental error can be removed, right? So which of, sir, in practical, which error gives the most, sir, out of these all?
Out of this all, we can't say, because errors different types. Which one is to what we will give more importance? When we are measuring, if there is an instrumental problem, that is instrumental error. If it is our problem, that is personal error. If it is the climate problem, that is, so we can't give importance to anything. When they're asking which error we have to measure, that error we have to calculate. That's all. We have to use like that. We can't give importance to any error. Just types of errors. That's all.
So all errors are equally important.
Yes, equal important, obviously, because every error is different to other error, right?
Yes,
so we can't give like that importance to any error. All errors are important. We have to use basing on the situation. Priyanka.
Yes, sir. So in the absolute error, x1 would be equal to x2, x5, right? Delta x1 would be equal to delta x5.
Delta x1 equal to delta x5, huh?
Yes, sir. While solving, it would be.
Okay, no problem. So what? Nothing will happen. It can be equal, it can be negative, it can be positive, whatever it may be, no problem. Just we have to measure 5 values because he has taken 5 observations like that. Did you understand the 5 steps?
Yes, sir.
Question. Write the question now. The diameter of a thin wire is measured with the screw gauge. In successive measurements. The values of the diameter of the wire are 2.04 millimeter, 2.06 millimeter, 2.08 millimeter, 2.07 millimeter, and 2.05 millimeter. Find first one, average diameter of Y. Second, absolute error. Third, mean absolute error. Fourth, relative error. Fifth, percentage error.
Sir,
Hmm.
for absolute error, we have to find like each singular one.
Absolute error. Yes, obviously you should find out each and everything.
Okay, sir.
So if they ask question like this, so you can solve easily. Remember the first step, mean value. Second one, absolute error. Third step, mean absolute error. Fourth step, relative error. Fifth step, percentage error. Relative error into 100 is nothing but percentage error.
So the first one would be 2.06 millimeter.
First one will be,
Sir, I got 2.134.
it is correct. See, different persons will get different answers because of personal errors now. So whatever you are getting, that is personal errors now. Bhargav, I can't hear you.
Ah, sir, I made a mistake.
No,
I
that's
was
what
copying
personal
the
error, right?
Yes, sir.
Hmm. Second one,
Sir, doing, sir.
5 values you will get. 5, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 values you will get.
Sir, you'll get 0.02 millimeter, 0.
1 minute, 1 minute. 0.02 millimeter,
Then 0.
0,
Then again 0.02.
minus 0.02,
Oh, then 0.01
0.01,
and minus 0.01.
minus 0.01. These are the absolute errors. Absolute errors can be positive or negative. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Absolute errors can be positive or negative. So we given that. Now we have to find out mean absolute error. Just negatives you have to remove, give positive to everything.
Sir, it is not 2.06. I got 2.6.
2 points.
No, sir, it's 2.06.
2.06.
Yeah, it's 2.06 only.
Yes,
Sir,
yes.
I got
Personal errors. Yeah, yeah.
2.052.
Who is that? Prashant.
Sir, me.
Yeah, personal error. We can't do anything. Okay. One more topic. 5 values you will get. That's correct only. Mean absolute error, how much you got?
So 0.01.
0.012.
Yes. Relative error?
Sir, doing that, sir.
So 0.00582524.
Okay. Percentage?
0.58%.
5?
8.
That's all. Okay, na? So this is about different types of errors and how to express error. We can express error by average error, we can say absolute error, we can find mean absolute error, we can find relative error, we can find, and percentage error also we can find. So now say one more topic. Now what I'm going to say that is
Sir?
very important for competitive. Tell me, ma.
So whatever measurement we try to take,
Yes.
we can use any of these errors to write that how much error is there.
Yes, yes.
So if we use any of this value, there is no mistake.
See, now whatever we see, just now we saw everything is in the length, nothing but meters only, right?
Millimeters, yes, sir.
Yeah, millimeters, meters, whatever, it is nothing but length, something. When you are measuring length, you got the mistake, you got the some error, right? That
Yes,
error
sir.
we can find in 5 times, like 5 types: mean error, absolute error, mean absolute error, relative error, percentage error, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, suppose when I'm measuring density, density formula mass by volume. So when I'm measuring density, is it, will I get any error?
Sir,
I can get in.
sir, you can get error.
I can get error, right? That
Yes,
error is
yes.
something I got some error. That error is depending on what?
Either mass or volume.
So this is nothing but combination of errors. That is only single, either volumes or length, whatever it may be. You will take every error is basing on the only one type. Now whatever we are going to study, that is basing on the combination of errors. When I'm measuring density, I got some of the error. That error is depending on the mass and volume also.
Sir,
Previous one is only one type. Prashant, tell me.
sir, what was the answers for like mean absolute error?
Mean absolute error, huh? Anybody, please, can you say?
For previous question, sir.
0.012.
0.012 it seems.
Oh yes, sir.
Okay. Now combination of errors. Combination of errors mean nothing but like this. See, when I'm measuring density, I can get error basing on mass and volume. So that combination, total combination, I got 0.1. So now we are going to discuss about combination of errors. Combination of errors useful for competitive. If they want to ask any objective question, definitely they will ask basing on the combination of errors only. See once the first combination. Addition of errors. First combination is addition of error. Try to understand clearly. One of the value, that is Z. I measured one value. So how I got this Z value? The value of A and B. So finally I got value, that is Z. That Z is sum of the A and sum of B. When I'm measuring this, when I'm measuring this original value, I got some error, plus or minus delta Z. Here it is error format. Error format we will write like this. It is true value, like original error. It is absolute error. When I'm measuring this value, I got some of the error. So this error occurs due to error in A and due to error in B, right? Delta A plus or minus delta A plus or minus delta B, I'll get plus or minus delta Z, right? This is the error I got when I'm measuring value of Z. So now when I'm measuring value of Z, I got this error. This error is due to what? The combination of A and combination of B error. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Ananya, Priyanka.
Sir, could you
Yes,
explain
sir.
again?
Yes, sir.
See, nothing is there. One value, Z equal to A plus B. So how I got Z value? Basing on A and basing on B. Now when I'm seeing the Z value, I got some error. Okay, how much delta Z error I got? How can I get this error? Basing on A error and B error, right? So that errors I given here. That I given in the form of plus or minus. That's all. I can get positive error, I can get negative error. So I don't know that how much, what I will get. So plus or minus I given. Clear?
Oh, so then the delta A or delta B will be given, right, in the
Delta A is the error in A.
A.
Delta B is error in B. Now delta A plus delta B, I will get the total error in Z, right?
Yes.
Now, how can we arrange that? Z plus or minus delta Z equal to, can we write this equation A plus B plus or minus delta A plus or minus delta B? Can we write like this?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Just A plus B delta plus or minus delta A plus or minus delta B, correct?
Yes, sir.
Now can I cancel?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Because Z is nothing but A plus B, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So delta Z equal to delta A plus delta B. It is the error in addition. When we are adding,
So
tell me
Sir,
one.
even that could be cancelled, right?
can you explain it
Which
once
one?
more? I just missed it.
Delta Z. and
Okay,
delta
okay. I will explain once. What I have to explain?
Sir, this addition of error.
Okay. Let's see. Addition of errors. First, I have taken a value. That value is Z. This value of Z is depending on A and B. The sum of A and B, I will get Z value. Okay. When I'm measuring, I got some error. How much delta Z? This Z is depending on what? Depending on A and depending on B. So error will be there in B and error will be there in A. The sum of the two errors, that error is nothing but delta Z, right? So after same step, A plus B I written like this, delta plus or minus delta A plus or minus delta B I written. So Z A plus B I cancel. Why? Because Z is equal to A plus B. If you write A plus B here, A plus B will get a cancel. So I will remain with plus or minus delta Z equal to plus or minus delta A plus or minus delta B. So I cancel plus or minus, I remove, just absolute error we have to add, right? So addition is nothing but when we are adding, we have to take positive. That's why delta Z equal to delta A plus delta B. It is error in addition. Clear? Tell me, ma.
So what exactly is the use of this? Like,
Use of
why
this.
should we, like, what is the application in like wide scale basis?
See, everywhere there is some error, right? When you are measuring something, you will get error, right? So that you can't say that error is belongs to only one. Errors will be different. So how much error you got? If you want to check how much percentage error you are getting in application basis, also so many. When you are seeing error percentages, you can see these percentages where we will use when we are buying something. Percentages we can see.
Yes, sir.
Mostly in the experiments wise, when they are conducting some experiments, in that experiments they will get errors. Experimentally we will use more errors. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Did you understand addition of errors?
Yes, sir.
Now subtraction of errors, negative of errors or subtraction of errors. Subtraction of error is nothing but A minus B, right? One of the value A Z, that Z value is A minus B, right?
Yes, sir.
So when I'm doing, I will get some error. Can I get or not? I will get, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Z plus or minus delta Z equal to A plus or minus delta A minus B plus or minus delta B, right?
Sir,
Who is that?
sir, minus or plus delta B, no, sir.
Let's see. We will do. Okay, na? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Now, Z plus or minus delta Z equal to A minus B, just minus into B minus B, plus or minus delta A, minus into plus, minus into minus, plus delta B, right?
Yes, sir.
Z and this one, can we cancel?
Yes, sir.
Now plus or minus delta Z equal to plus or minus delta A minus plus delta B. Is it?
Yes, sir.
Now there are 4 possibilities. There are also 4 possibilities. Here also 4 possibilities are there. What are the 4 possibilities? I can write this plus delta A minus delta B. Can I write like this? Plus delta A minus delta B. Can I write?
Yes, sir.
Second possibility. What is the second possibility? Plus delta A plus delta B. Can I?
Yes, sir.
Plus delta A minus delta B. Plus delta A plus delta B. Third possibility. Minus delta A minus delta B. Is it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And now fourth possibility. Can you say what is the fourth
Minus
possibility?
delta A plus delta B.
Minus delta A plus delta B. So which is correct? Which is correct? My question is, in these 4 possibilities, which one you will give more preference?
The first one?
Sir, the
First and fourth one.
Sir, the first one. Fourth one.
I
Yes,
told
sir.
you, right?
Fourth and first.
Yeah, first errors we have to add. Every time errors we have to add. Mostly we have
So the second one.
to give the importance to the second one. Errors.
So even
mostly
third
when-
one is added. We add only, right?
Yeah, we will add only, but negative sign is representing, right? So give
We
more.
take only magnitude of the third one.
Yes,
basically.
that's why. Here we will take only magnitude. That is magnitude. Nothing is there in front of them. Positive is there. So prefer second one mostly. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now problem basing on that. When you are solving problem, you will get
Sir,
idea.
just a minute. Can we copy this
Yes,
down?
yes. You can copy. When you are solving problem, you will get idea now. Clear?
Sir,
Tell me.
sir, I have a doubt. So when delta, a plus minus delta B is subtracted, it becomes minus plus delta B. See, sir, the second step, and then
Here,
delta B.
minus
Yeah,
is
yeah.
minus into B, minus B, right? Minus
Okay.
into plus, minus, minus into minus, plus.
Okay. So it becomes minus plus.
Yes.
Even if we write that plus as plus minus, it still wouldn't make a difference.
No, it won't make any difference. We can just
Okay, sir.
when we are subtracting, we should show some difference, right? That is the reason. But actually, and I explained the 4 possibilities, and that 4 possibilities, which is more preferable, already I told you, right? Now, when I'm giving 2 sums, I will give based on the 2 sums. You can understand why we are giving more preference to this. Okay.
And sir, see, in the addition of errors, z is equal to a plus b, and here z is equal to a minus b.
No need.
No,
Here, yeah, and here.
Okay, that's given. Okay,
Yes.
sir. Okay.
Here, final answer will be delta z is equal to, means in the subtraction of errors also, errors we have to add. Which errors are these? Which error it is? Delta z means which error?
Absolute.
Absolute error. Absolute
Yes.
error. Yeah.
Yes, like that. Let's see now. Problem. Basing on subtraction and addition, I'm going to give sum. Write the two sums and try to solve this. Problem 1, basing on addition. Two bodies have masses 20 plus or minus 0.2 kg and 30 plus or minus 0.4 kg. What is the total mass? What is the total mass? Second question. The initial and final.
Sir, the first question and 30 plus or minus?
30 plus or minus 0.4.
Okay.
30 plus or minus 0.4 ma. The initial and final temperatures of a water bath are 15 plus or minus 0.1 degree centigrade and 40 plus or minus 0.3 degree centigrade. Tell me ma.
So 30 plus or minus
0.4.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. So what is the rise in some temperature? What is the rise in temperature? What is the rise in temperature? First question. Can you say answer?
So
50 plus or minus 0.6.
50 plus or minus
0.66.
50 plus or minus
0.6 kg.
Tell me what is
Yes,
the
sir.
answer for a second.
55. Oh, sorry.
Sir, 55 plus or minus 0.4.
Sir, it's subtraction, no?
Right.
0.2.
See, final temperature and initial temperature. They are asking what is the rise in temperature. They are not asking total
25
temperature.
plus or minus 0.4. 4. Yeah.
Because in addition also, in subtraction also, errors we have to add. This one is what? It is, which error it is? Which error it is?
Absolute.
Absolute. Delta something. Okay, delta A, if you take it is A. And it is what? It is A. It is delta A. That means delta X is the mean value. X is the original value. So like that. Understand? So whenever they are giving in this format, one is absolute error, second one is error. Clear?
Yes, sir.
So don't rub the questions.
Yeah,
I
questions I
didn't
don't.
copy down.
Okay. Risha? Risha? Nagbhushan.
Sir, do these have units?
Errors.
Yeah.
Addition. Mass, total mass they are asking, right?
So it's 550 plus or minus 0.6 kg, right?
Kg. So unit is?
Kg, right?
Yeah, kg. So dimensional formula?
M1.
M1, that's all. Like that. Clear? Huh?
Yes,
So
sir.
I was asking if these answers have any units or not.
Units are there, mass, kgs.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was asking. Yeah.
Okay. And temperature, degree
Degree
centigrade, because
Celsius.
they given degree centigrade. Definitely you should write unit. Okay. Very good. Everyone should write a unit, ma. Without unit, say it is not correct. If you don't write unit, there is no use of that number. Let's see. Next, multiplication or product. Product of error. Z is equal to AB. Is it product?
Yes.
Right. Again, this is the value. I got this value basing on the product of two values, right?
Yes.
Now
Sir.
procedure, you know. Now what I have to do? Come on.
AB plus or minus delta A, delta B.
Right? Tell me now, fast.
A plus or minus delta B.
A plus or minus delta B not.
B delta A plus or
Now,
minus B delta A.
Next, tell me.
Plus or minus B
plus or
delta
minus
A.
B delta A.
B delta A. Next.
And plus or minus delta A delta B.
Plus or minus delta A delta B. See, what is the delta meaning of delta?
Change in
Difference.
Change, difference. Okay. Difference definitely will get small value only, right? You will get difference is small value only you will get. Let's see now. Can I?
So one.
Can I cancel?
Yes. Sir. Yes. Sir.
Now what you will remain with the?
Sir,
Ah.
I can't see the part of the right side. It's too light.
Right side. This
Right.
one.
It's too light.
It's too light. Okay. See, delta A, delta B. Delta A dot delta B is 0 I written. Why I written 0? Because delta A is very small. 0.1 into 0.1 you will get 0.01. So you will get the very less value. Okay, according to mathematics, that we have to make it 0. So you will remain with this term. Okay.
Sir, if we in our real life we consider like moles, etc., sir. So mole is a very big quantity, no, sir. How will delta A, delta B a small quantity, sir? It will be a big quantity.
No, it can be like less values also can be there, right? So we have to consider that is a less value because it is what is that? Subtraction, right? Delta A is nothing but A2 minus A1. So definitely you will get value that is lesser than the more value, right?
Yes, sir.
So you will get the less value, obviously. So that's why we have to make it is a small and we have to take it as a 0. Now both sides. Tell me, ma.
Is it negligible?
Negligible. Both sides divide with delta. Divide with Z. Both sides. Take z. Is there any change now in the first step?
No, sir.
No, right?
So
Now,
in the second,
what is the meaning of z? So
AB.
plus or minus delta z by z equal to plus or minus a delta b by z nothing but ab. Again plus or minus b delta a, z is nothing but ab. So a get cancelled, b will get cancelled. So plus or minus delta z equal to plus or minus delta b by b plus or minus delta a by a. So final answer you can write delta z by z is equal to delta a by a plus delta b by b. So in the product of errors, you will get result delta z by z is equal to delta a by a plus delta b by b. Which value is that? Now total is called what? This total
Relative error.
relative error. Yes, relative error. Mean absolute error, sorry, absolute error, mean absolute error, and
Value.
yes,
Mean value.
yes, like that. Remember
So
this.
I have a doubt.
Tell me, ma.
Sir, in the third step, like there is plus or minus a delta b, plus or minus b delta a, plus or minus a delta b delta. I mean delta a delta b. So like why have we only taken that value as 0 and not the others, because they are also small, right?
They are also small, but actually here, suppose here there is no any small product. B is some value. Suppose I am taking delta A is nothing but 2 minus 1 equal to 1 I will get. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And B also I will get 2 minus 1 I will get 1. So 1 into 1 I will get 1.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So but B delta A 2 into 1 equal to 2.
Okay, sir.
Obviously this value will come more. This value
Yes, sir.
will get more, but this value definitely will get less.
Yes, sir.
So we can remove.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Okay, na? See you in the next class, ma. Little bit.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah,
Thank
next
you, sir.
class we are going to solve problems on this. Okay. So mostly this lesson will going to get over. So many problems are there. We will solve that. Bhargav.
Sir, what's the final answer? I can't see the board. It's kind of blurry for me.
Okay. Delta z by z equal to delta a by a plus delta b by b.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Na?
So is it minus delta z by delta z?
No need minus.
Okay,
Minus no need. Why? Because there is no negative values. We don't take negative values. Always take positive. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, ma. See you in the next class.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.